level? Of course you are. All right, so here we go. So this is the cytokine storm mini review, and that is going to be posted on Blackboard as well. Let's see if we've got it up there already. Yeah, there. Look at that. Cytokine storm mini review. Yeah. All right. So this is going to be good, but this is not going to make a lot of sense until after you've gone through some of those other, basically all those other steps. So, yeah. And this is going to take you through like what happens. So we got a little introduction there. This is telling you sometimes when we've had cytokine storms. And this is a thing that happens inside your body, quite often inside your lung. But this is what made the Spanish flu so deadly, we think. And this happened with some other flu viruses, including the avian flu, H5N1. There we go, right over there. Boop. And also with diseases like the new coronavirus, the SARS coronavirus 2, there seems to be a cytokine storm effect happening there. So this will take you through that. So the pathology, like how does a cytokine storm cause disease? How does this happen? And so you're going to have the respiratory epithelial cells. These are the things that actually exchange oxygen, and so on. We'll go down through the rest. You got a nice little picture here of a cytokine storm happening. And so basically you've got, this is an alveolus, so a little air pocket. And you'll have a virus that gets into the cells lining this, lining the alveoli. A macrophage is going to come in there and pick up some of these, this signal. And then in some cases, the virus can directly infect the macrophage. So that's what's going on here. You see the little blue things are now inside of it. And then once the macrophage is infected, it's going to release all of its granules at once. And these contain some terrible and powerful proteins. One of those is going to be MIP1 alpha, macrophage inflammatory protein 1 alpha. That calls in more macrophages. And another one will be, let's see, interleukin 1 alpha or interleukin 1 beta. Both of those are going to be really strong pro-inflammatory cytokines. And so they're going to go up and to the blood vessel. They're going to leak out to the blood vessel, and they're going to call in all kinds of cells. So you got your T and B cells, your standard white blood cells here. You've got your, let's see, various granulocytes. So this is going to be neutrophils, I think. You're going to call in additional monocytes that are going to turn into macrophages. So here we've called in some of these monocytes. They're this sort of purple fried egg looking things. And you're going to call in red blood cells. They're going to start breaking loose into here because as you're punching holes in your veins and arteries, some red blood cells actually leak out. And they have a small role to play in actually helping fight. Also, there'll be some platelets coming out, and they also get activated. The virus can infect dendritic cells, shown right here. And so as more cells pour in, the dendritic cells and the macrophages can get infected, causing them to dump out more contents, causing a lot more cells to come in and fight all in this area. And so you end up with this storm. It's a feedback loop where a little bit of signal leads to more cells coming in that make more signal that leads to more cells coming in, and so on, around and around and around until you've completely degraded both your blood vessels and your lungs, at which point you're probably not alive anymore. And these would be releasing all these chemicals. They would also be running through the big filter organs, think the liver and the kidney. And so you're going to have liver failure and kidney failure also. And yeah, just multiple organ failure is going to be the result of the cytokine storm. And so this paper is going to take you through all of that. And it's going to go into probably more detail than we need. I'm pretty sure it's more detail than we need. But you know what? You're going to try and pick some of those things. So here, MIP1, this is macrophage inflammatory protein 1. And MIP1 alpha is my favorite kind. But yeah, there's a lot of these other ones like IP10 and MCP1. These are things that we know of, and we know they get vastly activated in a disease like COVID-19. And so these are going to be part of what actually causes the disease and the damage, part of what's actually killing people. And for all of these proteins, they have important protective effects in some cases. But in other cases, if you have too much of these on for too long, then they can lead to very bad effects, including death. So, yeah, it's not great. Down here in table 1, this is kind of interesting. So this is people that have looked at ways to modulate and basically turn off or turn down a severe infection. In this case, it's severe influenza. I think this is written by some influenza people. And so, yeah, you've got some of these things there. COX inhibitors are going to be your generic sort of anti-pain pills. Corticosteroids are going to be little steroidal things that are going to knock down certain parts of the immune system, and so on. You've got all kinds of different things here. TNF, tumor necrosis factor, is one of the proteins that's released by, I believe, those macrophages, and one of the things that contributes to the cytokine storm. And so, yeah, have a look through, see what you can get out of that. And then there's a decent Wikipedia article as well about cytokine storms. I want you to be able to explain to me in the form of a test question answer, what is a cytokine storm? How does it work? What causes it? What are the results of it? Yeah, what are some proteins that are involved? Kind of that level. And yeah, if you can do that, that's fantastic, and you'll understand a very important thing. This is stuff that if you were to go on to med school or nursing school, this is all going to come back, and it's going to be useful the second time around as well. You'll already have a head start on those guys. So let's try that. I wish you all the best. Good luck with this.